Hi, welcome to Ocean Yemi's channel. So today is going to be a very sensitive um, um, video today. Today I'm going to share my friend Remiel Maat. He did a YouTube today on a person called Uncle Shug who was grooming a little girl, and the girl has a interview. So this is very sensitive, by the way. So at the beginning, he shows one video, and then he goes into the other video with Cyanetta. Even though I did not want to necessarily do, I'm not doing a video on Cyanetta. I'm doing about what the child's talking about initially, because I talk about. Hold on, let me close this door. You know that I talk about children and abuse and stuff sometimes, and I've done a few human trafficking videos regarding the abuse and stuff. This one marries up with everything. There's only difference is that how I'm streaming his content. So I might stream all of it, or because it takes a little while before it gets to that place to where the interview is happening. Okay, so I'm going to show the video now, and then I'm going to take it from there. And then, if anybody wishes to come in to talk while the video is playing, that's fine. You can talk, or you can wait till afterwards, however. But at the time, this is a very sensitive subject. So I'm just going to play it basically because, like, I saw it today and I just feel that it needs to be played because it just shows how easy a mother can literally not know what's going on with the child, what's happening to her. Because this child was the person started grooming this child at 13 years of age. He was seeing the mother, and yeah, so like even Ramel, when he's doing high real talk, even Ramel when he's streaming the thing, he's literally getting mad. You'll see even him as a man, he is even getting heated at certain things because I'm okay. How are you? So even him, he's getting very heated of the subject. I'm not gonna cut up the video. I'm just gonna the most I'll probably take because I think with my situation is my copyright stuff, yeah. But he says I can play the video anyway. He says I can have any of his videos. So but this one, because of the subject matter that he talks about is so deep because he's dealing with the polites and the cyanettas. So polite and cyanetta's name will come up quite a few times, and he basically does other teachings too. So he don't always be on about Cyanetta and that. He's literally now really bussing on the YouTube scene right now as well. He touches on several subject matters. Abuse is one because of African Bombata, and he talks about polite, which is the other one, which we know it is trending right now. It's out there. So because it's out there and we're waiting for the other bits of you know, the hearing, which will be good if we can get to that part, because there's a lot of men who's talking out about abuses on the YouTube, and Ramel's one of them. Ramel's situation, even how he explains how he came to be born, he came into this world, is quite sensitive as well to him. So he will talk about that himself. I'm not gonna talk for him. He can he in the video he talk about it himself. So with that said, I'm going to actually hook up the stream so you can see uh the child. I think later on in the video you'll see the child talking about um her grooming. In the beginning, there's a guy called George I can't remember the guy, but it's George something. George Booker who they said was also worse than polite. So Remiel will go more into that in the video because I'm not sure who George Booker is, but I know who the other person is because I asked him about it, and you'll see me asking him about it on the live as well. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna go through. I think this is the right one. If it's not, I think this is the right one though. Yeah, let me double check. I think it's the right one. Let's double check. Yes, it's the right one. So I'm gonna hook him up. So this is Remiel Maat. Let me take.
Nobody has seen 10 Toes Down records. He does a lot of digging up of other people's records, but he's never shown his. And King of New Jersey, the big guy, the big fella pointed that out. But we're not talking about 10 Toes Down right now. We're talking about Uncle Suge, nasty, thieving ass.
But the sad part about it is that this guy is not only a child molester and
on the goddamn door.
He's a fact known rapist. We have a woman that's saying he did these things to her, that
Facts.
he drugged her. He's a thief, that he robbed her, and that he abused her.
Facts.
But people want to look at the victim and bash the victim, opposed to listening to what this man has done, not only to her, but to others. So, you know me, I had to do my due diligence, as I always do. And this is what I came up with.
This nigga did 21 years and came home and turned into Inspector Gadget. Sherlock Holmes.
I got in touch with a family friend, and they told me verbally over the phone, yo, George Booker, Eugene Booker, is not only a drug addict, he stole from his family, he stole from his mother.
Wow.
His sisters. Let me just give you a quick run.
Look, I'm gonna let you know that now. Me and my mother don't have the best relationship, but the one thing I pride myself on is that I've never ever stolen from my mother. I can admit I've disrespected my mother before in my adolescence, and I've apologized for it 1,000 times. And me and my mom do not have the best relationship. But one thing I pride myself on is that I never ever in my life stole from my mother. That's just the lowest of low.
Down on him, and then
and why this is a cigarette album. This is marijuana.
He started out. He was living with his family. She lived on, in which he expressed in one of his other videos, but he didn't say he was living with Ashley. He stole from Ashley. Every other week, something was missing. This is what crack fiends do, but not a lot of dope addicts be like stealing from people. It's a different type of high. Crack make them still.
Hold on.
Person to go in there and steal a 90-inch TV by themselves.
Let me pause this real quick.
And carry it on their shoulder.
Shout out to Lady calling this shit out. But since everybody else is trying to ignore it, I'm trying to speak up for the women. I'm not trying to take credit for it. I'm just speaking up for the women. I believe the women should get the credit for it, for outing this motherfucker. And I'm just spreading the message for you ladies. So shout out to Lady Snoop TV.
like a radio.
I hope you was put the dislike on it, lady.
As a dope fiend. So he was stealing from his,
I got
his
one
family member
dislike
Ashley, and she kicked him out. And he went to live with his mother. He went to live with his mother at 7829 on Euclid Avenue. And I only say these addresses in different places just so y'all could get a.
God damn, this nigga even got the address. Yo, I ain't fucking with 10 Toes Down, man. 10 Toes Down, you should have been a motherfucking private investigator, bruh.
Understanding of
he does
where
his due
he's
diligence.
staying at in the environment. So the apartment on Euclid Avenue is Grand Apartments, in which it's an old folks home. You got to be 62 years old or older to live there. And this is where Clara.
I definitely know those situations. My little, I call my little brother. His name is Kasim. Pretty much raised him because his mom, you know, going through her issues. I'm not going to put his business out there, but my little brother Kasim, his mother had to move in with her mother, who lived in one of these developments for senior citizens, and it was a gated community. And she, you know, had trouble there too because you have to be a certain age to live there. You cannot have people living there Like they're very strict. So that's what he's talking about with this community that his mother was, Uncle Suge's mother was living in.
Lived at, and he went there, and he stole from his mother. He stole from his parents.
Like he's worse than polite. Like, so far, what I'm hearing, this man is a lot worse than polite, and he needs to be outed. He stole from his mother, ex-drug addict, and he molested a 13-year-old little girl. Just listen to the story he's going to tell. This shit is fucked up. And people stuck up for Suge.
And he only did that to her after Clarence left in 2016. He was already getting high before that, but Clarence is another family member. He left in 2016 from Rainbow House, or the Rainbow Apartments. And then he came in and he started stealing from his mother. Just want to give y'all a picture of this type of piece of shit we dealing with.
This is a piece of shit.
From there, he was kicked out. And but before that, let's just go back. When a family member, Nina, when she died in 1999, when she passed away, when he started getting really high. He was already getting high at a younger age. But in 1999, he was on that died. Nina, he was close with Nina. That was a family member of his. And then when Marilyn passed away.
And I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't have my problems with alcoholism and drugs, but no drug I've ever done made me stoop to a level to where I stole from my mother. No drug can make me steal from my mother. Not enough alcohol in the world that'll make me steal from my own mother.
When 2005, it's like he just took off. And I say names and
if people want to know what my addiction was, I had a Percocet problem.
Different things, so he can know that I did.
I had a problem with alcohol and Percocets.
My due diligence on you.
Following behind these dumbass rappers. I had a problem with Percocets, lean, and alcohol. And following after these dumbass rappers in my youthful age, my youthful ignorance. Still never stole from my mother.
And I told him, and I already told him
this was all 10
that we
10
have a
years
mutual
ago.
friend. And that mutual friend explained everything to me. All the way from Cleveland. He's all the way in Cleveland. So after he was, robbing and from all his family members, living home to home, and just being total reckless, he would. And Ashley as well. I spoke with Ashley because she told me, because Ashley still drives that gold Toyota, right? She still got that gold Toyota in front of the red house.
Yo, you know all this nigga business.
Yeah, I do my due diligence, sucker. Whole family, whole rundown, everything. From when you was born, how you don't even got a driver's license, how you don't even have a job, on wealth forever.
Yo, 10 toes down is a bad man to find out all this personal information on this man. This is crazy.
Forever robbing the state, you're out getting high. That's why sometimes you disappear on this YouTube shit.
Wow.
And tell the twins, Michelle and Shakira, I said, what's up?
Allegedly, he's always in and out of YouTube because he's in and out of his addiction. Damn, that's crazy.
Because I spoke to them too. I spoke to Michelle and Shakira. Spoke to both of them. And this video is really being him. From there, he ended up moving to 1874 Lamson Road. In 1874 Lamson Road is still like being in prison, in which he did a couple days in prison. But this is more like a mental prison because it enhanced.
Wow.
He had nothing. He lived in a room. He lived in a room with no TV, a mattress on the floor.
Actually, Uncle Suge is the one I heard the AIDS thing about Sinetta from. It was Uncle Suge. I'm actually looking at the motherfucking video right now on the side. You can see it. Untold truth about Sinetta and his AIDS, and it got Uncle Suge on Morris TV. It was him who spreaded that shit. But just listen to the story that he tells about this man and how sick and disgusting and fucked up he is.
He stole from the neighbors that lived within the building, the house.
Let me run that.
And we just seen
everywhere
him
he went, he was stealing.
More like a mental prison. It enhanced his drug habits. He had nothing. He lived in a room, apartment 3. He lived in a room with no TV, a mattress on the floor.
Wow.
He stole from the neighbors that lived in the building, the house. And we just seen him going downhill from then. But one thing about him is that he keep himself upright. He had a nice shirt sometimes, nice little t-shirt. That's the most you'll see him with, a nice t-shirt. Or, he'd get off drugs for once in a while, but then he start getting high again. But my main reason for coming here is that I want to let you know that you are really a piece of shit for what you did to that woman.
Yeah, it's a shit, man. A total piece of shit.
For what you did to that woman, Uncle Suge, I only call you Uncle Suge because Uncle is a term of endurance, respect.
Yes.
Suge.
Yes. I don't respect this man.
You drugged this woman up and had sex with her. That's rape. You drugged her up and had sex with her.
Actually, I think Suge was on One Community. I think he was the guy that was trying to debate with me over chakras and shit, trying to say there are no chakras in the body scientifically. And I told him that's because you're talking about your 12 glands, you fucking idiot. And I was trying to explain to him that the 12 tribes of Israel are talking about your 12 glands in your body. And he got on there trying to argue with, I think, Sister T. I think that's her name. I don't want to get the sister name wrong, but she put him in his place.
That is rape. And even got her pregnant. So we can even compare him.
Wait, what? Not bad.
Like, keep himself upright. He has on a nice little t-shirt. That's the most you'll see. A nice t-shirt. Or he'd get off drugs for once in a while, but then he start getting high. But my main reason for coming here is that I want to let you are really a piece of shit for what you did to that woman. For what you did to that woman, George, Uncle Suge. I only call you Uncle Suge because Uncle is a term of endurance, respect. Suge, you drugged this woman up and had sex with her. That's rape. You drugged her up.
That's rape.
And had sex with her. That is.
You heard her?
And even got her pregnant.
He drugged a woman up and had sex with her and got her pregnant too. He raped her. He date raped women as well. Not only did he molest a 13-year-old child, he stole from his mother. He stole at every situation that he was in, every place that he went. He got kicked out for stealing, even including at his mother's. He date raped a woman and got her pregnant, and he molested a 13-year-old child. Polite ain't got shit on this man. So he make Polite look innocent. This nigga make Polite look innocent. And y'all came inside Netta when these details have been expressed and told, and y'all came inside Netta for bringing the receipts and proving that he did it. Oh, we got some sick people in our community.
Compare him to Brother Polite, in whom he shoots down so much and hates so much. The comparison with him and Brother Polite is that both of the kids were 14. Girl who...
No, she was 13. Correction, she was 13.
Polite is accused of raping, and whatever happened is 14.
Not Polite accuser. Not Polite's victim. I'm talking about Suge's victim. She was 13. She wasn't 14. You'll find that out on Sinetta. In the next video, I'll play a Sinetta interviewing his victim. And people got mad at Sinetta for interviewing the victim to get the message out and spread the awareness, but they didn't get mad at the cops for interviewing Polite's victim. You see how fickle motherfuckers is? When you want to tear down Polite, a black man, which you should be doing for what he did, it's okay for them to interview a 14-year-old little girl. It's okay for them to interview the victim. But Sinetta can't do it with the little girl's mother's permission. He talked to the mother, the parents first. The parents gave permission. So y'all fickle with that. But we're not taking attention off of Suge ass right now.
Both on drugs. Yeah, Brother Polite on drugs. You can tell me on drugs. I've seen him high shit.
Yeah, I've heard Polite be on some shit too. I heard Polite be on drugs too.
And they cover themselves. They cover it up. They cover it up. They want to wear lavish things.
Kevin Wesley stated this too. We love talkers. We love somebody talking to us, and that's how we get fucked up. And then we start following that man instead of following the message or paying attention to the message. That's the only attention you should be paying. That's where your attention should be at. Your attention shouldn't be on the man. Your attention should be on his message. And if we follow people's messages and what they're saying, we wouldn't even gotten this far. We would know who these motherfuckers really are. They'll say a few good things that might resonate with you, and you'll totally overlook certain things. And that's what the ancestors are trying to show us. It's not meant for you to follow the man.
But not so much as him, because he can't wear so much lavish things, and he want to portray this image that everything is fine, that everything is good, that I'm living good. But you don't need to hide no more, bro.
Nope.
No more. It's 10 talking to you. You're gonna have to come.
Yes, because we bombing you out of that closet. We standing up for our queens, and we standing up for our sisters. These are our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our aunts, our cousins. We standing up for the mothers of this earth. We are standing up for.
Talk back to me, somebody. Talk back to me, goddamn it.
I love it when he do that. Talk back to me. I love when he do that shit. That shit is hilarious.
Ain't nobody been talking to me lately.
That shit is hilarious.
Every time I turn around, I gotta demolish them to do my due diligence.
And then you with to stay out that white man prison. But I heard some shit about 10 Toes Down too, so we need to see his paperwork. But we talking about him right now. We talking about Uncle Nasty Suge. We're not calling him uncle because that's a term of endearment. Like he said, he was correct on that. Uncle is a term of endearment and respect, and we don't respect this man. We don't respect people like that.
But not so much as him, because he can't wear so much lavish things, and he want to portray this image that everything is fine, that everything is good, that living good. But you don't need to hide no more, bro.
No more hide.
You don't need to hide no more. It's 10 toes talking to you. You ain't got to hide no more. You're going to have to come out of that goddamn closet.
And you know what's crazy? This is how detectives always know when a person is guilty, when they lock them up and they fall right to sleep. A man that's innocent ain't going to fall asleep. But a man that's guilty is going to fall asleep for the simple fact that he's tired of running. He has no reason to hide anymore. It's like a weight been lifted off his shoulders. And you notice, Suge ain't been responding. I haven't seen any responses. He probably getting a good night's sleep. Now he ain't, because we bombing his ass out of that closet. Today is bombs over Baghdad.
Talk back to me. Somebody talk, damn it. Because ain't nobody been talking to me lately. Every time I follow somebody, I got to do my due diligence and find out what type of person I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a dolphin / crackhead, thief, rapist, baby rapist.
Damn, he's allegedly a crackhead, a dope fiend, a thief, a rapist, and a molester. 5 of the worst things you can be, all wrapped into one. And you niggas came at Sarnetta for outing him? Ooh, y'all some sick people.
Groomer, child predator. This is what we're dealing with. And we don't see it as so serious because the strike hasn't come yet. The full effect strike hasn't come. When I say the full effect strike, meaning that you don't see him on the news, the police got him in handcuffs, or the lights is on him and shit, because that hasn't happened yet. We want to.
And by the way, there is an open case. He does have an open case about the molestation of the 13-year-old girl. And I'm going to play the interview next of Sarnetta interviewing this young lady.
I sit back and wait. And we condemn everybody else for putting the word out. I ain't got to.
You know, women that, you know, want no leaders. We want teachers. We don't need no fucking leaders. We need teachers. People teaching the wisdom and knowledge of our ancestors. Leaders. Come on with the bush. Okay, now let's try that again. This girl is 16 when Sarnetta interviewed him, and she was 13 when this fucking predator molested her. And the title of the video is called George Booker, which is his real name, is worse than George Booker is worse than polite. So we're going to drop a light on all today. Everybody, spotlight. We shine the spotlight on everybody. All these sick motherfuckers. Liking little girls and kids and shit. I don't understand it.
Do for a living.
I know. That's what you did good with that. And so, family, I want y'all to listen to this interview Nepal had done.
Letting us thank you to her. Easy. Okay.
Yes. I'm going to tell you, after this, that bitch that and disassociate yourself with this nigga.
His whole audience should be ashamed.
Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy. I don't know why people calling you beautiful. They lying to you. Anyway, let's go.
Right. Okay.
So, Sonetta, you're on the phone?
I'm here.
Okay. Hello, Ryan. I am an acquaintance of your mother's, if she let you know. We're actually helping your mom with the situation. And I appreciate you taking your time to talk with us. So thank you, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I also have a teenager, so I know your time is precious. So we won't keep you long, okay? So Sonetta, I'm going to ask you, Nicole, do we have permission to talk to your daughter and get this undocumented record?
Yeah. I'm going to record it.
Yeah. So you're okay with that, Nicole?
I'm okay with it.
Awesome.
I'm gonna run brief. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I'm not. First off, I'm a friend. I'm coming as a friend, meaning I'm not here to do anything against you or your mom. I'm here to help your mom. Okay, right?
Okay.
All right. So basically, I just want to ask you: do you remember your mom's friend, the gentleman named George, or he goes by Shug?
Yeah, I knew him as Shug.
Oh, so that's how he was able to do it.
Think about him. Just there's no right or wrong answer. Just like, did you think he was nice or?
So I was wrong. Sonetta did not lie, because yesterday I thought I caught him in a lie because he was like, it was spare of the moment. It was 15 minutes before the show start, and I'm thinking like, how the fuck did he pull an interview off in 15 minutes? You know, how did he do that? You know, and he said it was pre-recorded. So I'm like, how the fuck did he do all that in 15 minutes? Now I can see how he did it. He did it over the phone.
I thought he was nice.
Good. Okay. So
I just
go ahead.
I didn't think that much about him though. I just thought he was like okay.
Okay, good. Like a good friend of your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so he came out there to visit your mom, and you met him personally?
Yeah, I met him.
All right. So now this man, when he was there, did he get along with your mom?
Yes.
Was there any time ever when he was not very nice to you?
Yes, sometimes I would hear a lot of arguing between them.
Right. Do you want to share any more details on that? It's just about what you're comfortable with.
He would just sound kind of mean sometimes.
To your mom?
Yes.
Now, do you remember him ever being mean to you, though?
No, not to me.
Was he very nice to you and your brother?
Yes.
No. I said your brother because your mom. You met
And this is his alleged victim, the girl that he allegedly molested at 13 years old. This is the victim speaking, for those of you who don't know.
Shug, and he was spending time with your mom and your family. Did he ever tell you anything about being your dad or care for you?
Not that I can remember.
Did he ever build any kind of rapport or relationship with you?
Yes. Like, he would be really nice to me. He bought me an outfit.
Can you tell us a little bit details about the outfit he bought?
Sound like he's buttering her up.
He bought me a purple jacket and sweatpants from Gap. He bought my mom matching ones.
So he bought an outfit for you and your mom?
So he tried to dress her up like the mother. He bought matching outfits for them. I can't imagine all the sick shit he was thinking when he bought that goddamn outfit. Don't even want to imagine.
I just know that I had an outfit for sure. I had a purple jacket and sweatpants.
See,
okay,
family?
now you're not in. When I ask you these questions, right? If you feel uncomfortable saying anything, you don't have to answer, okay? I want you to know that.
So not only did they tell the young lady that if she wasn't comfortable with answering the question, she didn't have to, they had her mother there listening. And they asked the mother the certain questions, what questions they were allowed to ask her. So how are they wrong for doing this? How was Sinetta wrong for doing this? Him and Sister Nepal, how are they wrong?
There's no right or wrong answer. What we're trying to figure out is if this man who is very not nice to your mom right now, if he was contacting you and building a friendship with you without your mom knowing. That's what I'm doing right now. So I can just jump straight to you. I wanted to ease into it, but was there any time ever, even if you don't think he was doing it, was there any time ever that you talked to him and your mom wasn't aware, or your mom said she wasn't aware? Anytime?
Yeah, he texted me on Instagram.
Wow.
Okay, honey.
Why are you
it's not
texting
your
this
fault.
young girl on Instagram? He's slating her DMs in Instagram.
Anything wrong? You're just a child. When he texted you on Instagram, so your mom was not aware of it, correct?
Yes, and also the outfit, it was for me and him.
Wow.
Okay, honey. Thank you. When you say you and him, what is that?
The outfit that he bought was for, she said it was for her and him. See, that's why I said that. I can't imagine what he was thinking when he bought that outfit for her.
When you say the outfit was for you and him, was that something he told you?
Yes.
Can you go on and give us some details? And like I said, just tell us you're a child, you're innocent, you didn't do anything wrong. He was a friend of your mom. What happened with the outfit, and what do you mean by it was for you and him and he told you that? Can you just give us some details, sweetie?
Yeah, I mean, like, it was to take pictures in.
So he bought you an outfit for him and you. Was it like a matching outfit?
Yes.
Did he buy one for your brother?
No, just me.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. Do y'all hear this? He don't buy one for the little boy.
Yeah, he didn't buy matching outfits for the little boy and the girl. What would you need to buy matching outfits for you and somebody else's daughter? I could see if you did it for both of the kids, but you did it for the daughter. Imagine this shit. I can't imagine the sick shit was going through his head.
boy. He buy one for the young lady because he's trying to make her look at him as, look, I'm this great person.
Exactly.
I'm the best.
He's trying to groom her and butter her up.
You know, this shit is crazy. But he want to run around and talk about polite. I've been told you niggas that this was a goddamn molester. And that's why the nigga is mad with me to this day. This is why you could go on this channel and see fucking videos of Sarnetta better apologize.
Now I see why he made up the whole AIDS thing, trying to say Sarnetta got AIDS, because Sarnetta is outing this man as a fucking pedophile, a thief, a rapist, and a drug addict.
I'm not gonna never apologize to you because I know you a goddamn child molester. Queen's Throne know it, but that bitch don't give a fuck. She don't care. As long
Queen's Throne, I don't know. I've watched your channel a few times. I like your channel. I think you have a powerful message. I think you're a strong black woman. If you're not saying anything about this, you know, you're proving Sarnetta right. So I think you should be on this topic too as well, Queen's Throne, especially as a strong black woman. You know, I don't watch your show every day. I don't know, you know, your full context, but I did see you go in there on Sarnetta, and I was definitely, you know, rooting for you when because you were pretty much saying the same things that I was saying. But if you're overlooking this situation, that doesn't look good on your behalf. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I don't never take someone's word for it. I do the research myself. So that's all I'm saying.
as long as she can get 100 views, she's happy. As long as the fake Hebrew phobia in them, they don't care.
It's very triggering for me.
And them sick bitches over there on this damn channel, they know he's a wicked nigga. And they going along with it, and they want to.
That's why I decided to bombs over Baghdad today. Yesterday, that shit triggered the hell out of me.
And drugs. So they don't want to give her no goddamn airplay. You can listen to Nicole and see she's 1% real. You can listen to her. But these sick, wicked ass bitches over there, they want to condemn. Like, what the fuck you shook? This is crazy. See, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, they say. Yeah, he going at me now. But when he flip on you and put your grandmother and your babies and your children up, don't fucking come to me crying. Don't come to us crying after that. Ask Lady Lie.
That's big facts. Like, why would you attack the man's children and his family? I couldn't think of why he would do some shit like that, because he's outing your bullshit and he's showing the real monster behind the mask.
She got into it with the nigga. He doxed Lady Lie. She used to fuck with this nigga. And he ended up what? Trip on her because they got into some goddamn beef on here. And now she's going in on this nigga. That's facts. Let's continue. Listen, y'all.
You an outfit for him and you. Was it like a matching outfit?
Oh, real quick. I'm sorry. I got to say this. Watch how the nigga go live and start going crazy and screaming and saying, these motherfuckers is crazy. They trying to do this. This is the them.
Yeah, I noticed that shit because that's exactly what he did with. If you screaming over top of somebody and not letting them talk, that means you obviously got something to hide.
And all them dumb niggas over there is going to listen to it. He going to start crying. Not literally, but he go on this channel and say, this fucking bitch and this nigga all and this nigga, they not. That's what he's going to do. So I'm going to ask you right away. Do believe this little baby, or do you believe that sex predator, that nigga over there?
I believe that baby.
Because you believe the little girl going up against Polite, huh? So now I'm asking you, Fopi, I'm asking you, Queen's bitch, I mean Queen's throne, I'm asking you, do you believe this little baby here? Or do you believe that sick bastard over there that that's always predating, that's always preying on these sisters, on these women? He preyed on fucking Cynthia Rose. He preyed on Clyde Diva. And
Wow.
you know, it's the sick shit is that all these sisters is fighting each other. He tried to get this sister that's on right now, misunderstood, to beef with Clyde Diva, and they was fighting all together. But let's listen to the shit. Let's finish. I ain't gonna cut it off no more.
Do you want to rewind it a little bit so they
I
can
did.
get it? Okay.
Yeah, I did. Let me rewind it a little bit. Listen.
For you and him, and he told you that. Can you just give us some details, sweetie?
Yeah, I mean, like, it was to take pictures in.
So he bought you an outfit for him and you. Was it like a matching outfit?
Yes.
Did he buy one for your brother?
No, just me.
Okay. And he said we're going to take pictures in these outfits?
Yes.
Now, when he said that you're going to take pictures with him in the outfit, how did you feel about that?
I was confused at first why he had bought the outfit to take pictures in. I was just kind of confused.
Very smart. You were confused. All right. So then, how did he explain that to you to help you not be confused?
He didn't really explain it. He just said that he had bought them to take pictures in, and he got my mom something similar to wear, but it wasn't the same as what I had.
Okay.
He didn't really explain it. He just said he had bought them to take pictures in, and he got my mom something similar to wear, but it wasn't the same as what I had.
That's crazy, man.
Okay. Thank you. That's good. Okay, so basically, when he bought you the outfit for both of you to wear and take pictures, did he say your mom was going to be in the picture?
No.
So was it clear that the pictures were just supposed to be you and him?
Yeah.
Okay, honey. Thank you so much for being so open. And this is Todd Little Girl.
You can stream it.
But this is very important. And it's for your mom. And it's not just mom. It's for other mothers out there. And
pause it for a second. Oh, son, you don't have to ask me to stream my videos. You are a part of one community. You are the reason why most of these people know me. You do not need my permission to stream my videos. Father offered this man to have sex, and he's been carrying that for the last. One of my dad's adopted sisters, you know, rooting for you when because you were pretty much saying the same things that I was saying. But if you're overlooking this situation, that doesn't look good on your behalf. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I don't never take someone's word. For it, I do the research myself. So that's all I'm saying.
As long as she could get 100 views, she's happy. As long as the fake Hebrew phobia in them don't care.
It's very triggering for me.
And them sick bitches over there on this damn channel, they know he's a wicked nigga. And they going along with it, and they want to.
That's why I decided to bombs over Baghdad today. Yesterday, that shit triggered the hell out of me.
And drugs. So they don't want to give her no goddamn airplay. You can listen to Nicole and see she's 1% real. You can listen to her. But these sick, wicked ass bitches over there, they want to condemn. Like, what the fuck you shook? This is crazy. See, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, they say. Yeah, he going at me now. But when he flip on you and put your grandmother and your babies and your children up, don't fucking come to me crying. Don't come to us crying after that. Ask Lady Lie.
That's big facts. Like, why would you attack the man's children and his family? And I couldn't think of why he would do some shit like that, because he's outing your bullshit and he's showing the real monster behind the mask.
She got into it with the nigga. He doxed Lady Lie. She used to fuck with this nigga. And he ended up what? Trip on her because they got into some goddamn beef on here. And now she's going in on this nigga. That's facts. Let's continue. Listen, y'all.
You an outfit for him and you. Was it like a matching outfit?
Oh, real quick. I'm sorry. I got to say this. Watch how the nigga go live and start going crazy and screaming and saying, these motherfuckers is crazy. They trying to do this. This is the them.
Yup, I noticed that shit because that's exactly what he did with. If you screaming over top of somebody and not letting them talk, that means you obviously got something to hide.
And all them dumb niggas over there is going to listen to it. He going to start crying. Not literally, but he over on this channel and say, this fucking bitch and this nigga all and this nigga, they not. That's what he's going to do. So I'm going to ask you right away. Do you believe this little baby? Or do you believe that sex predator, that nigga over there?
I believe that baby.
Because you believe the little girl going up against Polite. Huh? So now I'm asking you, Fopi. I'm asking you, Queen's bitch. I mean, Queen's throne. I'm asking you, do you believe this little baby here? Or do you believe that sick bastard over there that's always predating, that's always preying on these sisters, on these women? He preyed on fucking Cynthia Rose. He preyed on Clyde Diva. And you know, it's the sick shit is that all these sisters is fighting each other. He tried to get this sister that's on right now, misunderstood, to beef with Clyde Diva, and they was fighting all together. But let's listen to the shit. Let's finish. I ain't gonna cut it off no more.
Do you want to rewind it a little bit so they
I
can
did.
catch it? Okay.
Yeah, I did. Let me rewind it a little bit. Listen.
For you and him, and he told you that. Can you just give us some details, sweetie?
Yeah, I mean, like, it was to take pictures in.
So he bought you an outfit for him and you. Was it like a matching outfit?
Yes.
Did you buy one for your brother?
No, just me.
Okay. And he said we're going to take pictures in these outfits?
Yes.
Now, when he said that you're going to take pictures with him in the outfit, how did you feel about that?
I was confused at first why he had bought the outfits to take pictures in. I was just kind of confused.
Very smart. You were confused. All right. So then, how did he explain that to you to help you not be confused?
He didn't really explain it. He just said that he had bought them to take pictures in, and he got my mom something similar to wear, but it wasn't the same as what I had.
Okay.
He didn't really explain it. He just said he had bought them to take pictures in, and he got my mom something similar to wear, but it wasn't the same as what I had.
That's crazy, man.
Okay. Thank you. That's good. Okay, so basically, when he bought you the outfit for both of you to wear and take pictures, did he say your mom was going to be in the picture?
No.
Sick,
So was it clear that the pictures were just supposed to be you and him?
Yeah.
Okay, honey. Thank you so much for being so open. And this is to little girl.
You can stream it.
But this is very important, and it's for your mom, and it's not just mom. It's for other mothers out there. And
pause it for a second. Oh, son, you don't have to ask me. We're going to meet. I'm going to hit you up directly. Yo, drop your addy or drop a place where we can meet.
To show this bitch love. Everybody knew I showed her love. I never made one video of this woman. And she got all caught up in Suge's web. And now you want to come over here and cry like, nah. Like you making videos of Polite. Like you making videos of me. Show us that.
Yeah, if you're going to speak out on that, he is right about that, Queen's Throne. If you're going to speak out on Sinetta and you're going to speak out on Polite and Young Pharaoh and anybody else is doing dirt, you need to speak out on Suge too.
That you real about this pedophile shit. Now you hear this little baby, 13 years old, telling you her story. What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do now?
Excuse me, Sonetter. And she knew that Nicole was defending herself. Nicole was very public, and everybody was saying she's a liar, she's a drug addict. And I haven't seen any defense for. So don't come in here talking about you said anything against her. You never supported her when she said that he was coming for her child. You didn't believe her. Only person who said they believe her were Shay Divine, ZX.
Wow, apparently this young Suge came for Sister Nicole's child too. So these are multiple women that are coming out against this man. Even his own family. I think telling how he stole from his own mother. Stole from him. His own family is saying these things now. His own family is coming out on him. And you motherfuckers got mad at Sinetta? I'm going to show the comments after this too, because they're right at the bottom.
Other people, I might not know you, but I know for sure, Queen's Throne, you didn't defend this woman at all, and you are over there teamed up with Suge, who is right now saying that he's sending my pictures to the Cleveland, Ohio, whatever correctional facility. So you are very complicit in the sexual.
Wow, Queen's Throne, we learned a lot about you today, but like I said, I'm not going to take nobody's word for it. I will watch the videos. If you over there with Suge, knowing that he has all these different women outing him. I don't know. You're looking sus.
Abuse for women and the sexual predator for over children and women. You are complicit and you support him.
Let me tell you, right?
Support
Cynthia Rose, right? She
Queen's
says,
Throne, if you're supporting Suge and you're still supporting him after this shit, you complicit. You are a willing participant in pedophilia. That's a fact. If you are still over there supporting him, you are complicit and a participant in his pedophilia.
She took my baby daddy's side for domestic abuse. She a fake bitch, and that's real shit. Because let me tell you how fake the bitch is. When she, I'm not saying nothing, but when she asks to me, Sonetta, I want to know what that dick like. I'm like, I look, when she said that shit, I jumped up on, I'm looking, I'm like, God damn, got no shame. She just came out and about this that's going on between this bastard and her daughter behind the scene.
The mother didn't know none of this.
And how was he supposed to be sending that money to you?
I don't know because I never ended up getting the money. I'm not sure how he was trying to send. I just know he told me he went to send money.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
He never asked her.
That kind of took me by surprise a little bit, but I remember the text. Do you remember talking to the text about it?
Yeah.
Okay, honey. Okay. They don't talk around me, so I was wondering if that's what the text was talking to her for how. That's okay. So when he was sending you the Instagram messages, you said it was more than once, right? And you're doing an excellent job. I appreciate you doing. So when he said he's sending the messages, he's sending the money, did you reply with a question mark or did you just say thank you? Or how did it go?
I don't exactly remember what I responded with, but I think it was something along the lines of thank you.
Okay.
For the money.
Okay. Very light. Okay, so then do you recall any other messages after that when you said more than one? You know, if you can kind of remember or pretty much remember.
I know that there was one message on Google Hangout.
What?
I got notifications from him on Google Hangout.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what the message said. I think.
Did he have your email?
No, it was through my mom's Hangouts, but I still got it because we were sharing phones at the time.
Okay, that makes sense. So he contacted you on Google Hangouts, do you?
Yes.
Right. Did he ever tell you that you have a good relationship with him and that your mom didn't understand it?
Yeah, and he said something about coming back to California too.
Wow.
What the fuck?
So,
yo, Nepal, great question. This is. Yo, you did a great job.
He telling the little girl that they have a good relationship. Her mom won't understand their relationship, and he's coming back to California to see her. Wow. Sick motherfuckers. Oh, come on. Don't Don't start that shit.
Of the sister. I'm laughing at the way this nigga gets caught out there. You ask the right question. Yes. This fucking predator is now. You know this is how they all do. Make sure you don't tell your mom because your mom wouldn't like it. Or you know, I'm surprised he didn't threaten her, but he would have threatened her if he was able to do something to him. Thank God he didn't. But this nigga, this disgusting bastard, this nigga telling her, don't tell your mom that me and you are communicating because she would get mad. Like, who does that type of shit? What nigga does that? Let's pull his back and listen to this shit.
Did he have your email address?
No, it was through my mom's Hangouts, but I still got it because we were sharing phones at the time.
Okay, that makes sense. So he contacted you on Google Hangouts and talked to you?
Yes.
Right. Did he ever tell you have a good relationship with him and that your mom wouldn't understand it?
Yeah, and he said something about coming back to California too.
Okay.
Wow.
What about the relationship thing when he said your mom wouldn't understand?
Yeah, he said that and I was kind of confused why he would say that.
Of course you were. Like I said, this isn't about you at all. You're 100% innocent in this, okay? 100% innocent. So he said he was contacting you saying your mom would not.
Real quick, just to show you, it was a Hebrew. See, some of these Hebrews are pervert. A Hebrew. Guy just came in here and excuse me and said this sounds staged. Now,
wow. Yo, y'all Hebrews ain't looking too good right now neither. Y'all wanted to point the finger at the conscious community and the comedic community and shit, and you motherfuckers got a whole bunch of pedophiles up in there too. In the Hebrew community. I've even heard some Hebrews state that, according to the Bible, that once a girl's on her menstruum, she is old enough to have sex with. So if the little girl is like 12 and she's on her menstruum, according to the Hebrews, in the Bible that's okay. And I've seen videos of Sinetta and Polite arguing with them about that.
He said this sound stage.
Crazy how Polite would be the one arguing that.
Let me tell you what happened. It was about 15 minutes to the show. I called Nepal. You need to call the mother and ask the mother if we can ask the daughter a couple of questions so we can take. So it's not staged. This shit is all at the spirit of the moment. That's why I was a little late getting on the live, because I was putting this shit together. I'm like, oh shit. The sister, the young lady that we questioning questions, she don't know questions that we asking her.
I was kind of confused would say that.
Of course you were. Like I said, this isn't about you at all. You're 100% in this, okay? 100% innocent. He said he was contacting you saying your mom wouldn't understand. And did he ever tell you,
madness.
Put you in a position to try to tell you or hint to you that he didn't want your mom to know that you were communicating with him?
Yeah, he said he'd get in trouble.
What? Wow.
Right. Okay, honey. I'm very sorry.
That sounds familiar, right? Polite, ain't that what Polite said? You'll ruin my career. What did he say? You'll get me in trouble. Now, same thing. R. Kelly. What did he say? I'm not a monster. Polite. I'm not a weirdo. Now compare him and Polite. You'll ruin my career. Suge, I'll get in trouble if you tell your mom. She won't understand. You see the patterns of these niggas? They can't help themselves. They cannot help themselves.
First off, that he was contacting you and putting you in that position.
Yeah,
you're just a child, and you were even younger than. Oh, I forgot to ask you, how old are you now?
16
so
a few days.
The little girl is 16, but she was 13 when this happened. But she sounds a lot younger.
Oh, my daughter will Cute.
Now, this is the time. She was 13 years old at this time, y'all. She was 13 years old. Check. What sick bastard does this type of shit to a 13-year-old child? That's why he was drugged to see if she could stay asleep long enough for him.
Wow, so he was drugging the mother so he could molest the daughter.
Him to do what he got to do to that baby, and I'm thankful that he didn't. I'm so fucking happy that he was unable to do that. And I want to say to my sister, Misunderstood, you are a brave woman.
Yes.
You are a sister, a strong woman.
Yes.
And you get to that sick bastard. You didn't let love overcome and take over you. You seen this predator. You seen he was a wicked ass bastard. You got rid of him. You told him, no, don't come back over here. So you deserve to be applauded for that. And I want everybody in the chat room to support this sister. She need our help. I ain't talking about financially. She don't need our help financially. She just needs your support. Talk with this woman. Let's go. Let's continue.
Why he was.
Of course you weren't. Like I said, this isn't about you at all. You're 100%.
I wish I can get my goddamn drop button to work. My drop buttons to work. Like got the applaudience and everything. You just can't hear it. I can hear it in my headphones, but you guys can't hear it.
Not innocent in this. Okay. 100% innocent. So.
Yep, you're right.
He was contacting you saying your mom wouldn't understand. And did he ever put you in a position to try to tell you or hint to you that he didn't want your mom to know that you were? Okay, honey.
Hold up. Great question.
That means he's aware of his own intentions and he's aware of what could happen, but he still couldn't help himself.
I mean, I love the way you handled this interview. Did you hear that? The nigga said he don't want you telling your mom that I'm communicating with you. What? Listen again, y'all.
That, and I was kind of confused why he would say that.
Of course you weren't. Like I said, this isn't about you at all. You're 100% innocent in this, okay? 100% innocent. So he said he was contacting you, saying your mom wouldn't understand. And did he ever tell you, put you in a position to tell you or hint to you, didn't want your mom to know that you were communicating with him?
Yeah, he said he'd get in trouble.
Right. Okay. I'm very sorry, first off, that he was contacting you and putting you in that position, because you're just a child and you were even younger than. Oh, I forgot to ask you, how old are you right now?
Right now I'm 15, but I'll be 16 in a few days.
Oh, my daughter will too. Not 16, but her birthday, she's a Virgo. So happy future solar return day or birthday or whatever you say. But let me say this to you. You're very welcome. You're a sweetheart. Let me ask you this way. You and your mom, let me say this. You and your mom are not, you didn't do anything wrong and your mom didn't do anything wrong. He was wrong to contact you in an inappropriate way. He should have never contacted you at all. And you were very polite to talk to him and respond. But I'm glad your mom found out, because she loves you very much and she protects you. So I want to put that out there for you, okay? I think basically what we're doing here, this is in 2019, right, Nicole? 2019. Okay, so I don't think I know. What we're doing here is establishing that for women and children out there, and men, do not contact anyone's children. And definitely don't contact anyone's children and tell the children to keep secret.
All right, excuse me real quick, because it's 3 minutes to 7.
That's big facts. And so now you keep talking about you wasn't going to stop and interrupt it anymore, and you keep fucking talking.
It's 3 minutes to 7. So we got to hurry up so we can start our show. Let me ask you. You see that? I just came in saying we got to hurry up to start our show. So listen, this wasn't staged and misunderstood. To tell you when we bring her back on, this was at the spirit of the moment. Yeah. Before we started the show, and I was like, "Yo, we got a few minutes before we start the show." So I had to download it, put it in here, and that's why we came in late. Okay. But let's go.
I see how you young lady did it now. So he wasn't lying.
When your mother and Suge began to say we're not friends no longer, and Suge knew this, was he still contacting you on the side without your mother's permission or her knowing? Listen.
Yeah, he was.
Damn. Do you remember some of the things that he was saying? And this is very important. This is helping your mother. Do you remember some of the things?
Did he ever say you were beautiful? Did he ever tell you you're beautiful?
Yeah, he called me beautiful and said my mom wouldn't understand why he was contacting me.
What? Did y'all hear this? This shit is sad, man. You sisters out there that got children, y'all should not be on this nigga channel. You hear it? Do you believe this 13-year-old girl? Or you just gonna believe the nigga, that the dope fiend nigga? He's gonna get up there, he's gonna go crazy, he's gonna scream, and he's gonna try to get emotional to make y'all believe him. Trust me, I know this nigga.
I believe a dope fiend over this baby.
Listen to him. He's still trying to contact this 13-year-old girl.
Y'all believe this thieving ass person who steals from his mother, steals from his family members, drugs women and rapes them, and drugs the mother so he can try to rape the daughter. If y'all believe this man over this baby, you guys are some sick motherfuckers. I'm pointing at the whole community. Anybody who takes this man's side over that child, you are a sick motherfucker. And I said it. And I stand on it.
Separated from him. And he still saying, don't let your mother know that we're talking. This shit is crazy.
Secret.
All right, excuse me real quick. Excuse me real quick, because it's 3 minutes to 7. It's 3 minutes to 7. So we got to hurry up so we can start our show. Let me ask you this, sister, young lady. When your mother, Suge, to say we're not friends no longer, and Suge knew this, was he still contacting you on the side without your mother's permission or her knowing?
Yeah, he was.
Do you remember some of the things that he was saying? And this is very important. This is helping your mother. Do you remember some of the things?
Did he ever say you were beautiful? Did he ever tell you you're beautiful?
Yeah, he called me beautiful and said my mom wouldn't understand why he was contacting me.
Wow.
Wow.
He would call her beautiful and tell her, my mom would not understand why you contacted me. So please don't tell your mother that I'm talking to you. Sick bastard we got in our community, y'all.
And don't forget.
Yes, we got a sick motherfucker in our community that is worse than polite. He steals from his mother, allegedly. He steals from his family, allegedly. He drugged a woman and raped her, allegedly. He tried to drug misunderstood, allegedly, so he can molest her daughter. And then after she stopped messing with this guy, he still continued to contact her daughter. This man is sicker than polite. And we're not trying to take no attention off of polite because he's next, him and Inky. But this man is sicker than anybody that we have outed in the past couple months.
Forget the part where he said, I'll get in full, so keep it a secret.
Yeah, let's go. Listen. What are some of the things you remember when he was still contacting you?
I only remember him telling me that my mom wouldn't understand and him trying to send me the money, and he was making it seem like we were friends the way he was talking to me.
Wow. I think we've asked her enough.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, young lady.
I want to tell you, my heart goes out to you. You're a wonderful little girl. Well, you're not a little girl, you're a teenager. But I appreciate you talking. That was very brave. Thank you so much, Rye. You have a good day, okay, sweetie?
That is a strong little girl, and I think she's very brave for what she did, and I think her mother is very strong for what she's doing. And there is an open case on this matter.
I'll see you.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
All right, bye. Bye, okay.
That's big facts. An open case on this matter, and he's a sick motherfucker. Now let's go down to some of the comments that these stop. Next is Polite and Inky. I'm coming up next with Polite and Inky. So that's where we at with it. So we're gonna close out.
So there you have it. I thought I'll bring this to the channel, the subscribers, because there is a lot of predators being spoken about now. You know what I mean? And it's important that how this is spoken about. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you why Remiel brought this story up. Right, Remiel is a product of a 15-year-old. I think it was. His story is, and the man was grown, and she got pregnant because of the man. So he calls himself Brenda's baby because of what was happening. What's the story of Brenda's baby? You know, Tupac song Brenda's baby. So he is actually the product of that situation there, right? So I couldn't play his SoundCloud, unfortunately, but if you go to his channel, he will tell you about because he calls himself Brenda's baby, Remiel Maat. That's how he calls himself, right? So he is a product of this what you call it, abuse situation with underage kind of thing. So that's why he's so passionate about it. That's why he goes in, right? And like I said, this particular video caught me, I think, because of the girl putting so much details, and it brought me back to a place where I was myself in a kind of way, but in a different way. But the secrecy of to which a man can say to a underage, "Don't tell your mom," or whatever, it's between me and you. Um, I could go down for this. See, and I'm kind of glad that it's still an open case, because these things, this is one thing our community don't talk about at all. We don't talk about it. This is a secret. Every family holds this secret within their family in the black community. This is not spoken about. Everybody have a creepy uncle, a creepy cousin, granddad, you name it, right? So because of what's been highlighted for the past month, right? This is one of the yeah, this is right. This is one of the stories that's around, right? And the fact that the girl was so brave, I give, you know, people don't really talk about what happened to them. I mean, on here, on YouTube, you can't really express certain things, right? You have to go to groups and stuff to talk about it. So for a young girl to come up and talk about her experience with that man who was grooming her, and the way he was grooming her, and I found it was quite deep, because I kept saying in the comments, it's deep, you know what I mean? I was like, wow, this is so deep that I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I mean, and then like you start getting triggers your own self, but you don't realize that that you're getting triggered. That's why I put in his comment, I'm true, like this is triggering, because I think it's triggering to anybody who's been through this abuse in younger years, whatever. And I really believe big people from certain times don't talk about it. We don't talk about what happened to us. And then what we do, we go and replay it out. Um in the 90s, yes, women used to have this thing where like the men will come and help them pay for this and pay for that and pay for this. Like in several movies, this is highlighted where like the mum will be out of work and something happens to the daughter. Then when the daughter tells the mother what happened, the mum says, "Oh, hush, child. Oh, hush, hush, hush. Put yourself together, hush." Now, famous women have been through this and they talk about it. Oprah, I think, was one. I think. I can't remember if it was Oprah. I know it was some famous women, they have spoken about them going through abuse as well as younger children. But the community, right, it's like we don't help hold people accountable. Now, Polite is a great example of that, right? DNA is there, and people still saying, oh no, people's after a black man." Da, 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 da. To me, if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. There's no question. DNA was on her. You tried to make her sick. You tried to make her throw up. And the reason why I haven't been covering it a lot, because other channels been covering the Polite situation, so I don't need to cover it. I don't need to cover Cyanetta. But like I said, the whole emphasis, and I would repeat myself again, just because you hear certain names mentioned in it, right? Yes, the name is important because people need to know who they are. Yes, exactly. They cover it up and they don't tell. Exactly. Exactly. Let me put it up there. They cover it up and they don't tell. So, because the name that is mentioned, yes, he is well known in the YouTube streets. He is. He's quite known for a few things in the YouTube streets, because I have come past him. But when you hear how he grooms the child with money, clothes, takes pictures with her, and he literally talks to her sideways. That's what they do. That's what they do. I'm stummering. That's what they do. And Yeah, that's what they do. So it just shows that we as a community, we don't hold these predators accountable. If they're of a high, right, if they're a baller per se, we put them up there. Right, right. We put them up there. Like, you know what I mean? And okay, as bad as young Farah is, young Farah called out a few people. You know, he's called out a few people, and maybe people didn't take notice of them because of who they are. So, you know, there's videos, evidence of these people saying certain things about little girls. Oh, she's too much. Da, 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 da. You can't, you know, and we don't bat an eyelid, right? Now, Mr. Vegas also outed out one person too, and he's in Jamaica. Okay, so I'm just using him as an example. Mr. Vegas outed Mr. Hampson. There's this guy called Mr. Hampson in Jamaica, and I think a whole heap of papers came out about him. Now, Mr. Hampson, he's a comedian. He does this dress up thing, and he plays this feminine role, a bit like Medea kind of situation, kind of thing, right? But Mr. Vegas outed him. Then, a couple weeks ago, Mr. Vegas outed another one again. You know, then what he's been doing for the past week, he's been putting up pictures of predators on his Facebook. Yeah. So it just shows that how, right, we as a community, we're broken people. We're just broken because like the way it's looking, right? I'm just waiting to hear what happened to Polite. That's why I'm not really talking on Polite, because like I said, I'm biased. I'm sorry, I'm a biased person. If it is what it is with me, that's it. It just is that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna flip and flop and go all over the place unless somebody says something to me, and then I'll probably go, oh maybe, yeah, yeah. But you know, if you're when you replay the video and listen through the process, because it's a lot to take in. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, the fact that you drug the mother. You drug the mother, right? Right. Okay. Some stepfathers are not that way inclined. Some, right? I'm not. So we're not putting all stepfathers in the same cauldron per se, because not all stepfathers are like that, right? And even Remiel said, right, he have stepdaughters himself. He said right, you know, when he fall asleep and the daughter come between him and and the and the mother, he'll get up from the bed and leave the mother and daughter there. Now, if that's not a man, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Right? Now that's a man. He got up, he went somewhere else. He went and sleep on the couch and left the mother and daughter on the bed. I agree, whatever manipulation they used during slavery is still working. Yes, it is. It is still working right now. In 2021. Yes, it's still working right now. It's just it's right. It's in your face and right now. Like the really Lynch thing is really on 100 right now, and to be honest, right, I don't know. We have a lot of healing to do in our community. I think it's overdue to be straightforward and up and front and sideways. It is overdue. It's overdue. The ones who is doing the work to help themselves to heal themselves of past so-called generational curses, whatever, continuously, which is still continuing today, right? Um, you know, um, yeah, you have to research people you have around your children. That was grilled into me when I was a child. Yes, you do have to do that. You do have to do that. Right, me, I'm very funny with my 3-year-old. I'm really funny. I'm funny with her. Very funny. I mean, I was lax when I was younger with the others, but with this one, no. Um, so yeah, it's just sad. And like I did put in the comment, I was abused when I was young, right? So to me, yes, this is you know, but it wasn't in that process. It wasn't like that. So you know, but it's just the way it's done. You know what I mean? You're just thinking, damn. But like I said, these men, right? Like I said, and I'll use the stupid polite. Obviously, he had a game plan, so he got with the mother. Most of these men, what they do, they get with the mother, and then they wait their time. They wait their time, and then they make the move on to the daughter. You know, they start saying little things about this, little things about that, and and then it turns into something else. Even on the same YouTube here, there was that situation too of a daughter having, well, they tried to make it look like an affair kind of situation, but to me, it's not an affair. It's still molestation, however you look at it. You know what I mean? So like I said, the men, the uncles, the uncles, the proper family men who ain't for about that life need to go and deal with men like this. I'm not saying give them violence, but at one point, right, something's got to give. You know what I mean? Something's got to give. And I said also in the comments in that video, that's why women stay single. They wait when the children grow up, and then they go out, and then they go and get and have a man because the children's older. You know, they're not in the house, they left the house, you know. So I understand these times are worse and I apologize for. Yes, you know, yeah. It took me a while to get through it, to get through that, So um yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think any child should go through it, honestly, boy or girl. I don't think that. It takes a lot. Relationships get misread, right? Because like you start associating sex with relationships, but then if you are going through like therapies or whatever, then you can get back to the understanding difference between, you know, sex is sex and relationship is relationship, because relationship is totally different. There's no I can't even put it to words, but there's no, you know, when children go through that, they can't disassociate the two unless a partner shows them. If a partner is a certain way or a man is a certain way, they show you how to love, because love is different. Love is a whole different thing. That's why when certain people is talking about they're in love, one, you cannot fall in love with a person within a week or a month. You know, you have to know that person, right? You and the person has to get to know each other. Plus, not only that, if you got a child as well that is not his, right? Sometimes the test is the child, because children would indicate whether the person's bad or good or whatever. But even so, sometimes you cannot put your children in that position sometimes. You know, you have to take them out of the equation, right? Is it so? Yeah, people don't define love. People, I think, in our community, we define love with sex, and that is the problem there. That's one of our problems, actually, literally, right? Love is really different. Love is a whole different thing, and that's where abused children, sometimes when they turn promiscuous, is due to that, because it can go any which way. You know, it's not all abused children turn promiscuous, but sometimes it can be like that. But the cycle can actually be broken. It can be broken. It can be broken basically. So It's just left to the person to go through that healing. And by them talking about it, it helps them to, well, as I say, compress it, as the word as they use now, compress it or understand what they're going through, because there's abuse is done in all different ways, and sometimes it leaves people questioning their sexuality, which is with the men. If it's done to a man, particularly, they start questioning themselves, right? When you watch programs like Oz, well, actually, even though it doesn't show a child, I don't want to even think of a movie. Oh, Color Purple, Celie. There you go. Color Purple with Celie. She was a young child. She was given to an older man. She had to look after the man, plus his children. Then he took advantage of her, and it's not until later on, then she realized she has the power to get out of her situation. You know what I mean? So that's exactly how I am if I date them and I meet them. Never let them know where I live. Yeah, I think that's the better way to do it. Or just basically wait to when the children of is of age, because I did do that with my ones. I kind of waited because then they got a voice to speak. They're older as well. Oh, hiya, Truth Master Dre. So they have voice and they can tell you as well. So the main fact is that this man was coming from the back door to talk to this child, i.e., um, meet up and all this stuff. I mean, sometimes, people always say, "Oh yeah, what about the mother?" Sometimes the mother's unaware. The mum's working, and she's unaware. She hasn't vetted the man. You know, people are quick to blame the mother. Sometimes the mother don't know what the hell's going on. The mother doesn't know. So until later on in years, when the daughter literally tells the mother, "Well, this is that." And even then, sometimes the mother don't even say, well, yeah, I know, right? They kind of keep it in they're kind of in denial. So, but like I said, Ramel, he talks about his father as well. He talks about his father. He's very open about who he is, and he talks about him being Brenda's baby, and he talks about how he faced his dad. He talks about a few things. He doesn't. Well, I say he's not shy in coming to talk about who he is in it. So you know, because that one time he really went in. I had to tell him, dude, why he can't be telling YouTube everything. You know what I mean? Because there's only so much information we the creators are supposed to give out. So I was telling him, don't say everything out, you know what I mean? But yeah, he is passionate about what is what, right? He's passionate, and I think it's good because he gets his message out quicker as well, because he's able to put out the videos as evidence and shows certain things. But like I said, all of them, right? People just put it on the conscious community alone. It's not just conscious community where these predators sit alone. They sit in normal places too. They can be the man in the cafe, the man in the shop. Even saying that, there was a story about a young girl that got taken by this man. And what the man did, he went into the shop and the mother was there. And I think he must have slowly taken the girl away from the mother. Then when they found the girl was dead, and things like there's a lot of things that happened to her. And I can't remember whether he got time or something like that, but that was another example. That's another example There's so many examples, because they're like, every single year there was a child missing, or the predator will be sitting with the parents, or it's just a lot. But like I said, it's not just conscious community only. The only reason why conscious community is getting looked at a lot now is because of polite. But predators come in all shapes and sizes. There is no look to this. No look to them at all. You know, they could be your neighbor. They could be the man on the street. You don't know. Me, I does be so scared to take my 3-year-old out. There's not even a fear. I shouldn't have a fear to take her out. I just know that how I just have a feeling about people. I have a feeling. It's the look or the feeling. Some they give off a vibe. I'm just like that with my 3-year-old. So yeah, I would rather wait to when my ones is big. I can be old, some old fuddy duddy with with me old granddad. I'd rather be like that, because there's no point bringing these men into the house, right? And even men who come to maintain your house, you don't know if they're predators neither. You have to be like absolutely on your shit with your child. It's like you gotta be like ready for war, right? You gotta be ready to growl at a man. Seriously, you really have to be ready to do battle, because you don't know who's walking into your yard. You don't know when you open a door. You have to be so protective over your child, right? Or nephew, niece, wherever. You got whatever child that you're looking after, you know. And it's worse when a lioness, when the cub is hurt, because the lioness will literally swipe you, right? She ain't gonna play, you know. And that's in nature. So yeah, I don't know how else I can put it. I can't replay it again because it's such a long video. I was meant to come on it earlier from 12:30, but the little one was up, and now it's like 7 minutes past 3 now. So um, I think I said all I need to say. I don't know if anybody want to come up. You can come up. Let me put the thing in the thing. There was literally a case where a man literally watched their family to learn their routine, then went in and killed. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that, Miss Wise. I think I did see that one, you know. But there's been a lot of children being adopted as well. A lot of children. I was meant to do another live about people, how children wandering everywhere. Every time I open up my Facebook, there's the children wandering streets by themselves, from toddler, crawling baby, a child on a bike. I'm like, wow. I'm like thinking to myself, like, how? People leaving the door open and the child calls out on the street. A baby called out on the street. I have a live to do about that. That's just crazy. I'm just like, wow, like I can't. I'll get anxiety. I will get anxiety. I won't want to take my child out nowhere. If I watch them videos there, I won't want to take her out anywhere. Yeah, I saw that one, but there's enough of them. There's enough of these type of situations here. That same situation you typed out. There's enough of them. There's enough of them situations like that. And there's highlighted cases as well from England and America, well, all over. Like I'm not gonna. Like, I don't think any country, like, it's just, yeah. The grooming is real out there. It's really real. Okay, and I'll also give you an example. One time I was walking with my little one. She must have been about 1 or 2. 1. We was walking down the street. A man walked in front of me. I mean, I was telling with honestly. I literally told the man where to go. I told him where to go, put something, where the something don't honestly. And I don't know whether there's like particular look to the child as well. Because it's happened to me and my little one twice, and I said, you know what, right? I don't know. I might hurt somebody. I think I will. I'll hurt somebody because like you're the mother pushing your child money your own business. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Not everybody's that way, but you don't know. You don't know, innit? Another time I was holding her again. We were out in a line, and the man wanna come. Okay, fair enough, right? Right. People stick out their tongue at the child or whatever. I do that, make cookie eye, look at that, make your eye go to the middle of your head. He was just being so weird with it. I literally moved her from one side of my hip to the other side and telling her where to step. Honestly. So it's just, yeah, it's a lot going on. That's all I can say. It's a lot. So if anybody want to come up, it's fine because I've like, my voice gets dry, So it's very deep. This is a very deep subject, this grooming thing. And I don't think I think there's more to come out about whether it be conscious community, but I mean right now the conscious community is getting it now, innit? There'll be more coming out, there'll be more stuff coming out. But I just thought I'll bring up Remiel and you know so as it's like 12 minutes past 3 in the morning, I'm gonna go right now because I left it a little late to get on the live, and as no one's gonna come up, it's fine really because there'll be others in it. There's more subjects to talk about. There's so much things out there going on. I don't even know whether I could put half of them on here, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Please go to that ladies.org where her daughter or the CPS take her daughter, and the daughter died. Please go to her.org and do the petitioning. These petitions are very important. Like I keep highlighting, they're very important. Like if I can get petitions for half of the things that I hear and put up on here, I will be putting up enough petitions. Believe that. So I am actually gonna get off. Have a good night, a good morning, evening, morning, or no, evening, morning, whatever time it is over where you are. I'm getting a horse, so I'm gonna get off now. Hopefully we'll talk. I'll just come on a little more soon. I hope I'll come on a little more earlier next time. Yeah, that's all right, Truth Master Dre. I will come on again earlier because we have some esoteric stuff to talk about, and maybe you might have been through these things. I'll be talking a lot about children because, like I said, I was there myself in certain things like abuse, for example, and yeah, I will be putting up my the children because the children is the next one's coming up, and we have to stand up as a community, sound our voices, good or bad, and okay, Truth Master Dre, good or bad, we need to sound our voices. Whenever you see certain videos, you need to post them up. We see the lady talk about CPS particularly, because I know in CPS is very serious in America. You know, where they put in these children as well when they take the children. So yeah, if I see any more particular things, I'm going to bring it to this channel and to the subscribers and the unsubscribers. It's fine. You know, we can still talk. The comment section's there for everybody. Everybody that's putting their 5 pence is fine. Like I said, I would respond. Okay. So with that said, I'm literally gonna get off. I'm going to take about 3 hours sleep or less. 3 hours sleep or less. I probably watch something and just fall asleep in it. And then yeah, and then I will see you guys on the next one then, innit? The next one. When the next one's up. Please come true, put your reminders on. We could talk about esoteric. I love talk about esoteric stuff. I love it. I love to hear people's opinions on esoteric stuff. I love it. Um yeah. So yeah. So yeah, we gonna go through, you know, even if it's 3 of us on the live, four of us on the live, it's fine. We're just gonna go through. You know what I mean? Just like and subscribe if you haven't in the YouTube world. And yeah. Okay, I'm gonna come off, yeah, before I start waffling. I don't want to talk in circles. Okay. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. Everybody have a good night, a good day, a good afternoon.